Hello everyone, welcome to Merle's Pearls. My name is Merle M Singer. I'm the relationship miracle worker. I've been married over 50 years to the same man, by the way, and happily. Well, there was that year 19, but other than that, really, we're going strong. So I figure I am not an expert on many things or anything, but I know a little bit about relationship. And I happened to read in, well, of course it was online, but it's from the South Florida Reporter. And they get people to contribute articles, and they didn't, it's anonymous. I don't know who contributed it, but it's about romantic long-distance relationships, birthday ideas. So I want to tell you, they had some really good ideas. I think it's very tough to have a long-distance relationship. I don't know how people do it for any length of time. And I suspect, you know, it's like people that are in the service, and a lot of times the family can go with the service man, woman, but lots of times they can't. And so they are separated, sometimes for many, many months, maybe a year or more. And I think what happens is that when they come back, there's a whole thing of adjustment. You kind of get used to somebody not being around. You may not like it, but you're used to it. And then they use the same bathroom, and you know, the things you love about people are the things you miss, but you forgot about the stuff you're not crazy about. So that, I think the whole idea of a long distance relationship is tough. I think little bats of it or whatever, like a week or something like that, business trips, I think that can be fine. And it's nice to come home, and at least some of those times, you know, the sex has got to be really good. So I like that. But anyway, there are people, I think, particularly during the pandemic, that have been stuck in one country or another or somewhere and can't get home, and they have a long-distance relationship, not what they signed up for, but there they are. So whoever it was that wrote this article in the, what did I say, South Florida Reporter, had 4 good ideas that I want to share with you. One of them is to send a handwritten letter, because, you know, I do not do handwritten letters. I have decided that my handwriting is not all that great, and my typing is much better. But so it would be a treat, and I don't know. Maybe you like that, and maybe you don't. But somebody, it might be the perfect gift for somebody. A nice, loving relationship. I mean, a nice, you know, all the nice things that you love about them written out. That is nice. But I'd rather type it and then maybe put in a couple of pictures of us. So to each his own. The other one was, oh yes, I like this, to dine virtually together. Now, you could do it a couple of ways. You could create a menu and tell him to get this, that, or the other thing, or her, by the way, or you could have delivered something. I mean, you could prepare the dinner with them if you wanted, but you would just have the food delivered. And one would presume it would be food that you knew they liked. So you could do that. Another version of that you could do especially now, is to make a reservation for that person, and at a favorite spot where they are, and you'd be at your favorite spot where you are, and you'd order and eat dinner together at the restaurant. That could be nice. And that's what I would do. I would order a cake, or a piece of cake, a cupcake for at the wherever your lover is at that restaurant, and then have it delivered to his table. Wouldn't that'd be cool? And sing happy birthday to him. I like that. So I think that's a really a nice idea. Some people say, how do you like this? Make them a book, because you can easily print your own book. I mean, there is books on demand, so you could, and that's when you could type it all out and have pictures and stuff. And you could include your special emails or texts that were loving or something. That's a great, I wouldn't do it, but it's a great idea, and somebody would love doing that. And if you would love doing that, your lover would love receiving that. That would be nice. Some of these, by the way, you can do for a birthday with your mother, or the subject matter will be different, but you could arrange for a dinner. You could even if there was like 3 and you were away from your family, you could set up dinner for them and share it just like you would if it was just one of you. That could be fun. Not as much fun, I think, but it's something to think about. Another one that they suggested, which I do like, is to make that person a playlist of music that they can play on Pandora or wherever, with songs that would be meaningful to your relationship, or songs of things that you shared. So I think that would be cool. Anyway, those are the ideas that were written in that article that I think are really, I guess the thing is, you want to make it special somehow, and you want to share it. So whoever it is, whatever the relationship is, if it's someone you really care about, then, you want to say, I love you, and every birthday, every year you're on this planet makes me happy. And without having to just say that, because that takes us a little short of time. But if you're having dinner, you can have a fun, I don't even necessarily mean fun, but be intimate for a longer period of time, so it gives you more time to be with that person. And like when you're writing the book, it's the amount of time that it takes you to do it is time that you're spending reliving feelings about this person, and when they read it, it takes time, and I think that's part of the joy, that's part of what you're trying to accomplish by making it special. The special is the amount of time that you can spend doing this or being with this person, and that they can spend appreciating the book or the playlist, and be thinking of, this is somebody who cares about me enough to do this. And oh yes, I remember when this was the song that was playing when we first met, or things like that. So those are my 4 suggestions, and I think they're absolutely brilliant. So, and if, by the way, you are single and you would be interested in the magic and science of love, we're starting a new class. And by the way, it's 3 sessions, so it's 3 Mondays. I think it's the 12th. It starts on April the 12th, right? 3 Mondays in a row. It's 2-hour classes, 3 Mondays in a row. So it's you'll learn some tips for feeling good about who you are, where you are now, and who you want to be with for the rest of your life, if you're ready for that. And you can go to relationshipmiracleworker.com/workshop and find out everything. I think there's an event page on my in Facebook, but relationshipmiracleworker.com/workshop. That's it. Other than that, if you have any topics that you would like me to cover, let me know. If you have anything to say, say it. I'll put it in the notes below. I'm always glad to hear from all of you. And have a fabulous week. Just remember, I've already been vaccinated. A lot of people have been vaccinated. So even if you haven't, I mean, we all still have to wear our mask. But even if you haven't, the more people that are vaccinated, the safer it is for all of us. And so be careful. Please be careful. But enjoy. If you can just go to a restaurant once in a while, you can just go out. I know people are doing that. And be careful. Don't get caught in those crowds like there were in Florida. I don't like to. Yes, I don't like really crowds that haven't got a purpose. But go out and just feel a little freer. I think that sense, if that works for you, as you start to feel better, you start to feel better about yourself. When you start to feel better about yourself, you're more able to get things done. You're more able to think, okay, I'm ready to make this change. Just saying. Meanwhile, have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.